to Jeff that you said that because it's a very powerful point.
No, she was kind of speechless, right? It's like she didn't know what to say.
Yeah, well, it's a really powerful point. I mean, maybe legally they can't say that because he sold the company. Maybe they can't come out with the founder of
Well,
Monster.com is doing the next thing, you know?
well, you can't prevent someone from telling who they are, right? You can.
Right.
So from that point of view, that he's on solid ground, right? You can't take away someone's resume,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
That was great. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. It is Monday. Funny, Monday is always our slowest day. No one wants to learn anything on Monday. They still want to enjoy. They want to pretend it's the weekend. They want it to extend, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Jeff. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you guys. I was on one of the previous calls, so I'm looking forward to the cutting edge platform that allows people to interact in different languages and get things done in real time, protected AI, crazy nuts. So I'm
No. That's the other company. That's not us. All right, we'll give it a few minutes before we open it up, like I say, to a conversation more than a demonstration. Right? Jeff, have you had a chance to experience the platform and see it? Oh, you're on mute, Jeff.
I did. I was on
Okay.
a previous call. I'm with the Commonstead. We're looking
Oh,
forward to rolling this out in the next week or so.
Perfect.
And using a lot of the features that are really cutting edge for a growing organization, and a lot of needs to get things done. So excited to learn it. Humble students, but also hungry entrepreneurs that are trying to partner up.
I'm with you. And is there anything particularly that you wanted to see today that you heard about that you want to know a little more about? If there's anything you want me to zero in on, feel free. Otherwise, just enjoy the show.
I'm actually just an observer taking notes to share with my team my thoughts and ideas. No expectations.
Okay, that's great. Hey, Gal.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Gail.
Congratulations on your sign up over the weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm glad the cavalry was there to answer the call, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for, like I say, if there's anyone that wants me to cover anything specific today, please let me know. Because again, this is for you guys. This isn't a sales call, This
Okay.
is experience.
Sure.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, take your time, guys.
Sure. Thank you for that offer. I do have one challenge, and if you allow me to share my screen quickly, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
How do I say your first name? Avanish?
That's it.
Okay. Where's that from?
My mother loved it, heard it, loved it,
Really?
gave it to me.
I love it. So it's okay.
Thank you. And I found about 4 other persons with that same name too. So
like I say, but 4 out of 8 billion, you're still pretty good. You're still pretty unique, right?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. I'm going to share my window and
share a tab. Make sure you don't. If you share too much, you'll get the mirror effect. So are you on your? So share that one all the way on the left-hand side.
I'm not getting the one that I want to share. Hold on, let me just see. But I was uploading one of the talking pic photos, and I started uploading it this morning, maybe around 10 o'clock, and it's still buffering.
Yeah, we were having an issue today, so that's not unique to you. Actually, we had a couple of that, so they're fixing that this afternoon, right?
Okay, great. So, then that takes care of my main thing.
So the good news is you were doing it right. Because
Yeah, for
we
sure.
weren't doing it right, as opposed to you not doing it right. Right.
Yeah, I had the same problem. Mine was, I was uploaded yesterday and it's still spinning.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that was on us. That's not on you guys. They're fixing that today. Yep.
goody.
Normally it's about 10 or 15 minutes for a 5 minute, video. The longer the video, the longer the rendering. Um, so, but yeah, so when it goes more than 15 or 20 minutes, it's not you, unless you have a really bad Wi-Fi or something, but it still work. Okay. Anyone else have anything in particular? Go ahead, Gail. I'm sorry.
Yes, I had a person on the platform, and we were in the traditional mode of just um like Zoom. I don't want to use that word, but like a regular Zoom. And then I was
Sure.
trying to share to show her your video. So, one of your short 1 minute or 2 minute videos, but for
Sure.
some reason she couldn't hear it. So maybe I was doing something wrong, hitting the wrong
No,
button.
no. Sometimes when you hit share screen, right, like Chrome tab, if you
Mm-hmm.
notice, and again, it's not us on the bottom of it, it'll say also, and it depends on what browser she's using. If she's using Chrome, it usually happens automatically, but it'll say also share tab audio. It'll say that on
Oh,
the bottom.
okay.
And so if that's not clicked, then she won't hear it. Now, like I say, for most of the time, you don't have to click it manually. It happens automatically. But if it doesn't, that's what you'd go back and check just to make sure that she hits the share the audio as well.
So
And it's
she would have to hit it, or I would have to hit it on my side,
the host,
the host.
Yeah. And it's literally, it's nothing on our platform. It's actually it's Chrome browser or Safari. They have that button in the browser. And sometimes it doesn't click automatically.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, quick question on the videos.
Yeah.
How do you get, I know you guys are working on it, but
Uh-huh.
if I need more videos or credits, how do I go about doing that in the interim?
Just email me and I'll give you more credit for free.
Okay.
Yeah. And I get your email. I got your emails today. I have
Yeah.
Pamela setting up a meeting for you. You're my number one. I said to her, my number one priority today has got to be Teddy. I don't want to get on the phone call with him and say nobody's getting back to me. So, but yeah. So every day what I've been doing is I've been going into the team and just saying, give everyone in the company, make sure they have at least 15 credits or 20 credits in that perspective. But if I wasn't on top of it, and I missed you,
Okay.
just
All
do
right.
that. It's a lot better than me saying to you, well, give me your credit card, right? I'll give you more credit cards.
Sounds
I know,
good.
good answer today on that one. Okay.
All right. Appreciate
And
it.
yeah. So, anyone have anything else they want me to address before I kind of
What's the correct pronunciation of the company?
pitch?
Pitch, like
Right.
Pitch.
Correct. And what we did a bad job of, and we've been working on it, is the X that you're reading is really not an X. It's really an I and a T. The idea is that it becomes its own letter in that sense. And we just didn't make it as pronounced because we think Elon Musk kind of owns X. So we certainly don't want to go with that in the future. Right. But the idea that it's its own letter is
So
really the
I
idea.
see the Pitch. So thanks for the explanation there. I know it's very rare that anybody knows that little secret of the logo, but okay, Pitch.
Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
it wasn't supposed to be that much of a good. We didn't do a good job. The fact that it's a secret means we didn't do a good job. Well, I hear a cute child. If you want to put that on mute. So I wanted to start by sharing a story today that happened with Peter, as some of you came on, and to show you the power, of what our platform is. So, Peter, should I mention the name of the company or is that confidential?
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So many of you may know the big company monsters.com, right? I mean, we're talking the $10 million Super Bowl monsters.com, which is the big recruiting agency, right? Well, the founder of that company, who's really his own Elon Musk and a legend in the industry, I did a demo for maybe 2 months ago, because he's actually opening up a new version of monsters.com, the AI version of monsters.com, the new and innovative version, right? And it was almost like dueling demos, right? He was going to do a demo for me, and I was going to do a demo for him, right? And I knew that he was really being a little condescending to me, like he was only being polite that I would do a demo for him because he really wanted to show me his software, right? In that perspective. And I went first, right? And I went first, and we never went second because he was so over impressed with our demo that he didn't want to no longer. He didn't care about showing me his. He wanted to know how he could use ours into his platform, right? And that's a true story, right? This is about 2 months ago. And then he said, we're not open yet, So he goes, we can't do a partnership deal yet. He goes, but we could start working on it, right? And so they're still not open yet. They're open up like in about 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks. And then so today, his executive vice president of sales, she was following up to say, what do we need to do next? And then she was apologizing that they haven't had a chance to move forward yet. And so, and we've talked about using it that all the people who interview potential clients will use us and do an interactive interview process versus Zoom interview process, right? So all the thousands of recruiting agents that would use it and all their guests would be on our platform. Pretty, exciting. And that's all a tribute to Peter. Because Peter did work for him as a video producer. So based on, this is why I love our business, right? I would never get to this guy if it wasn't for his respect for Peter, wasn't his respect for me, and it was his respect for Peter, which is the incredible part of our business. And so when I was on the phone today with this woman, and I said, I just want you to know that I appreciate the apology that you're not ready to move forward, but since the demo, I said, our own distributors, our own members, figured out even more powerful use cases, for our platform. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, we've gone beyond webinar. We're no longer just an alternative to Zoom. I said, we actually now our members are using it as an interactive texting platform, an interactive email platform. And she went, what? I don't understand. So I played our 1-minute video for her. And I said, I want to copy and paste this to you in the chat because I want you to send yourself this as a text, because there is no texting platform that will have this experience. And so she does it. She's kind of speechless, right? And I say to her, I said, I'm nobody. I said, relatively speaking, compared to your founder, Jeff. I said, how is your advertising agency, I'm saying, marketing your new program? And she goes, what do you mean? I said, can you imagine instead of me, that was a 1-minute video of him saying that the founder of monsters.com is coming out with a new technology platform. And he had the website of the platform or book a calendar. I said to hear him explain what the next greatest recruiting platform in the industry is. I said, how effective would that be? She said, can I set up a meeting with our marketing agency tomorrow? Right? So because remember, I said to you all along that, the avatar seemed like the most frivolous thing that we were just introducing for fun. And that I do believe long-term, it will become the most powerful marketing tool because it does take us off the platform. It takes us out of the Zoom business and puts us in the Vidyard business, and the Loom business, and the Twilio business, and the email campaign business. And so Jeff, I say that to point it out to someone like yourself, because again, you're in a new company, and your whole point is, how do I get the word out? And if you only think of our platform as the end goal being inviting to a webinar, you're limiting, right, the ability and the power of the platform.
Steve, you did a good job, but we are not assuming that. We are assuming the technologies and the AI and the team that allows us to interact with human beings and not only share the vision of our company with them, but get them onboarded right now, right here in their own damn language. Let me see on my phone. Yep, you're good. That's what we're looking for.
Exactly. No, and that's what I meant, because it's so much a new message for us in terms of communicating it. So when I see it, it's such a successful and powerful message on such a high level, right, of high profile companies, as opposed to them going, oh, no, not interested. Same thing. Also, we had another great meeting today. This gentleman named Ron Frost introduced me to a guy who has his own marketing agency, and he wasn't a 25-year-old kid. He was a 45, 50-year-old, very successful, clients all over the world. And it was the same thing. It was, at first, it was like the whole conversation was about webinars and how powerful and effective this is. And the whole second conversation was about, oh my God, you're giving me something that I wasn't expecting to hear today, and about how I could help all of my clients. Because his biggest feature that he was offering was he builds websites for clients. And he's also then responsible for driving traffic to the website. So webinar wasn't necessarily his knee-jerk go-to reaction of that's going to be a number one use case. Once again, came to a meeting out of respect to Ron, because Ron was one of his clients, built a website for a new business that Ron is doing. Turns out all of a sudden, where we're going with it. So I share that to you because sometimes it's about how to use the technology, but sometimes it's just as powerful about why to use the technology and the impact that it could possibly have.
On that, and I thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. We're learning these new technologies and partnerships while we're practicing what you just said, which is we've got clients that desperately need what we want to help them with, but they don't know it. We've got people that want job and career opportunities that don't know that we're the company that can provide those things. So everybody wins.
Everyone
And
wins.
for that to be seamless, easy, accessible, I think is going to change a lot of ways people do business. And we're thankful to be early adopters.
We are. And the truth is, like I say, our goal is to make it simpler and easier and more powerful all the time. And so one of the things along those lines, which I say to you is, which hopefully you're going to see maybe before the end of this week. So in the talking photo section is when you have these talking photos here.
I was on a Zoom this morning with Charles, Steve. He already said, you're not going to believe it. 3 of them got by me as fastballs that I didn't believe they were AI. I mean, with the swallowing, and it's me. Like, you know what I mean? And then you click the button and everybody gets it and everybody's happier and richer. What is wrong with that? What am I missing?
Well, I just want you to know again, to make it easier for you, the engine here of the talking photos, we're going to make it match the engine here. So it'll be much easier to share and send. So when you send a talking photo, it won't say talking photo. It'll be just like you do here in this sense. So know that it'll be this experience regardless. It'll be the same one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to teach. We're gonna need those training decks, or get people to the training and reinforce the training with our people as we make this transition. So, pleasure to meet you. Look forward to working with your team.
Thank you so much. And so let me quickly go over once again for those of you to make sure that you're comfortable and know how to do this. If you wanted to create your own talking photo from scratch, the first thing you do is you upload an image. When you see the images here already, that means I've uploaded it before and it saves them in a library for me to do that. So I never have to upload them a second time. And when I say upload an image, that's basically, it's just going to go right to my photos in my computer. And I'll be able to pick any photo I want. This right now, it just picks up the last photos that I've uploaded. So right here, I could pick up a photo of myself, right? And then all of a sudden, that part is done. If I then want to add my script, whatever that script may be, and if I need to clone my voice or collect my voice that I want to do, I hit my voice. If it's my voices are right here, these are ones that I've made myself, and I would be there. So I would pick my own voice. Or if I needed to clone my voice from scratch, this is the great part I love about this. It takes 30 seconds to make your
babe.
voice. Right? Record your voice. Don't easy.
Call me babe, Teddy.
Oh, sorry. So right there, I record my voice. Oh, that's okay. Record my voice. And then again, when you write the script, remember what you want to do is you want to hit enhance script, because those are the things that that gentleman was talking about. It'll suggest you cough here, clear your throat here, laugh here, smile. It makes the suggestions for you,
That's
and
really
then you
cool.
can override them. So the nice part is that you're still in control. You didn't turn your script over to AI. You'll literally see it, the suggestions in brackets, and you can copy and paste, and you can erase those as well as you do. Then again, I tend not to add my URL here because I want to do that in the other section. So then I just would click it, generate the deal, wait for it to render, which again could be about 15 or 20 minutes. And then what I do until we fix it and make it easier for you, I download it to my computer so I can upload it into my recording. And then when I upload it into my recording, I select my video from my computer, right? It says show all my files. This is just my computer will come up. Here's like a Jim Rohn one I did, right, from last Tuesday. Now it's up.
I met Jim
Now I
Rohn.
can,
It-
now,
it- I met Jim Rohn in a cab in Scottsdale, Arizona.
he's a great guy, was a great guy, I should say that. So then you hit the title, you hit the description, and here's where you really want to be creative and start to add your URLs and play the video so you know exactly what time you want that URL to appear. So for instance, I can fast forward it because I'm looking for him to at a certain point in the video, and that's where I'm going to put in that URL. And remember, when you're not just putting up a web page, you're selecting the web page that you want to put up within your own URL. Maybe it's the pricing page, maybe it's the feature page, because what you want to do is you want to make it interesting visually. No one is used to watching a video and watching live a web page turn on its own, right? So even if you weren't thinking about doing it, you want to do it just for the experience. So here I'm going to put it maybe at, at 25 seconds. Maybe here I'm going to put mypitch.com and my features page. Sorry. I'm not going to do this for real. I'm just typing it in, but to show you, and you can cut and paste it. You don't have to worry about typing it. And maybe I put that at the minute and 5 seconds. And I can add this and delete this and change this around and keep playing it to do it. And then I can preview it before I upload it. But this is the great part about this customization and experience. And then then I want to add my thumbnail, right? So I hit edit, and at any time I can change the description, I can change the timing of the website, and I can upload a thumbnail by literally doing that. So that's what I really want to make sure that you guys get to know this, because it's such a great tool at that time. So
Thank you, Steve. Have you talked to Sam Peterson? Has he been on the calls with you? Do you know Sam?
I don't. He may have been on the call, but I don't think I've had a conversation with
Okay,
him because I know
he's
Charles
our
invited some.
IT guy, so I'll ask him to stop in on. These are every day?
Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4:00. And
All right.
we're also, I don't know, and starting in, I think it's in April, we're also going to maybe add an evening one as well for those that can't make it during the day. We're not going to do it twice a day, but we'll experiment.
Appreciate that.
that
It was
happens.
very helpful to me. I have to make a transition. It was a pleasure to meet you. Again, it's everything Charles said and more. And I'm glad I got to see the actual details of how it happens. It looks pretty intuitive. Thank you very much.
Terrific. Thank you. And I'll see you soon. Okay. Is there anything else? I think I know most of you guys on the phone today, so I don't want to, I don't know Jared or Gerard, sorry. I don't think we've met. If there's anything that you want me particularly to go over today. Gail, do you have anything that you need today from me? Yeah, I put you on the spot.
No, I'm good. I'm good for now. I'm just jumping back in with you guys and getting back into the community of it. So I got another call at 3:30 anyway.
Okay, great. But good to see you again. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Steve, this is nothing major. So while I was on the setting up my new team member this past weekend, I noticed I think it's my, let me see, it is the I think it's mymeet.com something or other changed. So before it was, oh, okay, so it's meetmypitch.com. Before it was Gail Holloway, Gmail, something, something, something. And it changed this weekend, and I don't know why, but it changed to meetmypitch.com, my business name, which is Sankofa, and then like the 9 numbers afterwards. So I don't know what prompted the change.
You're talking about the URL that is playing the meeting, or is it the invite link? What I'm saying,
Okay, I guess it's the invite link because at first, like
oh,
I said, it said meetmypitch.com, my,
okay.
and then Gail Holloway, and now it changed to my business name.
Okay, so a couple of questions on that, because I'm not sure of the answer. So remember, it could be different between version 1 and version 2, right? So you hear version 1, version 2, the link might be different in that sense. So that might be one reason. The second reason would be instant meeting versus scheduled meeting. So depending on how you set that meeting up, that link might be different. So this meeting here, you see that will always be the same. It'll never change. Meetmypitch.com/Steve 900. You can always count on that. When you hit a scheduled meeting, that might be different. Also, if you do scheduled meeting, if you didn't click on my personal link, versus generate an automatic link. So sometimes there's different reasons why that link may have been different. And I know you probably don't remember which one you necessarily did in that sense. So let me go through this scheduling link. Again, this is another important, powerful point that I know a lot of people don't have down yet. So let's say I want to do a meeting, okay, training, and I'm putting in the description, date and time. Remember, this length is only a suggestion, not a requirement, whether I want to make it a recurring, not, whether I want to have a rating room, broadcast Facebook Live or YouTube. But I want to make sure everyone understands those co-host links, right? So this is if I have a sales team, I'm working in a company like Herbalife or LifeWave or New Skin or Amway or Shopify or Amazon, and I've got affiliates working for me. And I hit that interactive meeting. So people always go, how do I set up a link for the people that are going to work with me? And I would hit co-host link. I'm going to hit co-host link. I choose my website. Maybe I work for more than one company, right? So I'm going to do this with Pxch. And then if I've set anyone else up before, the only thing I have to do is check their name. So it's pretty simple to go do that, right? Okay. So let's just say I'm going to set one name. And then also I want to set up a new person who's never done it before, okay? And so the only thing I need to know is their first name, last name, and email. So I hit add new. I'm going to type in their email. It creates a username for me. So if I ever want to just look them up real quick, I could have a nickname for them that I may know, like my best affiliate, my number 1, my number 2. I can change this and customize that. And then also, if I work with different companies, I want to know which company that they're associated with. So that's just for me. And then I hit save. So now I've got 3 people I've picked, and I created a 4th. Now I want to create 4 invite links, right? Or 1 including myself, so it'll be 5 invite links altogether. And here they are. Now, as soon as I send this link out, as soon as I hit create link, this is the magic that we do. So let's say we're all Pxch distributors. I just signed up these 4 people. They're very excited. They can't explain the product. They don't know how to use it, but they just, oh my God, if you got in front of Steve for 10 minutes, you're going to love this, right? So I'm going to give them an invite. As soon as I hit create link, they're going to get an email from the company that says, Steve's doing a meeting tonight, Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And here's your invite link that you're going to use to invite all of your guests. Now, we want to make sure that when those guests come, that you get credit if they enroll. So just fill in your ID number, your replicated URL, your affiliate link. And as soon as you do that, you're done. take that invite link and send it out to as many people as you want. And that's all you do to create it. It's that simple. You don't have to send it. You don't have to follow up. Here's the invite link of each person that you created. And you see where it says right under here, no affiliate URL completed yet? Because let's say you send out 30, 40, 50 invite links, or 2 or 3, doesn't make a difference. If that person doesn't fill out the form because they weren't paying attention and they invite guests, they won't get credit for the sale. So you get to know by simply glancing. You can call Harry and go, Harry, you haven't filled out that form. Now, have you not filled out that form because you don't intend to invite anybody after you asked me for an invite link? Or you just didn't know you had to do it? That's how easy it is to do. And you can copy the invitation for them, make it really, really simple. Any questions on that?
Yeah, where did that start? Where did you start doing that? In setting up the meeting? Oh,
See where
scheduling.
it says right here, schedule
Okay.
meeting.
Yeah,
Then I hit title, right?
yeah,
I filled that out. Same way I would set up any meeting, right, that I'm scheduling. Then I
Yeah.
hit continue and I picked here,
Yeah.
interactive.
yeah.
That's the one. Okay. And then as soon as I click interactive, if I'm the only person inviting people, I'm just the host.
Yeah,
But I'm one co-host. So that's the one I clicked.
all right.
See? And then I'm into it. Now I'm right back here once again. I picked my website.
Wow.
I picked the people that I wanted to send my links to. I could add a new person. Now I hit continue. These are the 3 people I picked for this particular meeting. And now I just created those links. And I'm done.
Okay,
And here they Go ahead, Gail. I'm sorry.
on the duration part, when you're scheduling the meeting, I think that's where I saw it. And
Sure.
you said you could choose the time, like 30 minutes or something. Can you, if you have the basic plan, which is an hour and 30 minutes, when you're using the scheduling, will it go beyond the hour and 30 minutes? Like if I need 2
No.
hours? No.
No.
Okay.
And remember, this doesn't determine the length of the meeting. This is for your guests to think how long you're suggesting the meeting is going to be, right? Because if I'm a guest, am I going to be there for 2 hours or an hour? I want to know what your goal is, right? So like a calendar, how much time is it going to be? But let's say
Okay.
you pick 30 minutes. The meeting goes an hour and a half. It's going to go an hour and a half.
Okay.
So it's up to you. So that's what I meant is I know that's confusing a little bit, that it's not a restriction. It's just like setting up a calendar for somebody, right? I'm going to as the host, I'm going to end the meeting in 30 minutes or 60 minutes. But as a company, we're not going to cut you off. And remember too, you can always, this button is really powerful for doing recurring meetings. To get, like I have this meeting every day at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 4:00. And if I didn't want to set this meeting up every single day, I just hit recurring. And so that way the time is booked, the link will be the same. And my guests know, just like I do on Tuesday nights, it's always the same link. I don't have to go in and set that meeting up on Tuesday nights. It'll be right here in my schedule. I don't use this platform for that. That's why you don't see it here. Otherwise you would. Right? Hey, any questions then on anything else today?
I'm kind of
By the way,
curious.
I think you guys are getting good at this. I think that's my problem.
No, we like getting good at this.
That's question.
I'm curious about, is my mic working?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I'm curious about the community points I see in my back office.
Well, community points each point is worth $1. So instead of saying dollars, we just call them community points.
Yeah.
But so that could be a reflection of the amount of sales you have. So let's say, for instance, you sign up 3 people, and they're all at the $100 plan. You would have a track record now of 300 community points every month.
Oh, I see. So is it a monthly, like I'm looking at my Community
Yeah,
points.
every
Open,
month. Yeah, open community means that's the people that you signed up personally,
yeah.
right? Or and haven't reached the level that you're at. That gets into the compensation plan a little bit. But yeah, so all the people that you sign up and all the money they spend, instead of calling it dollars, we call it points, but it's every point equals to $1. So you don't have to get out a calculator to figure out what the difference is.
I get it. And then the needed, OCP needed, that's just getting to the next level.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. That's
Correct.
interesting. Yeah, all right.
Right. See, that's what I meant about what I love about our plan from a business perspective. Whether you know it or not, it's going to happen without you, right? Organically, right? As opposed to having to do something unnaturally or uncomfortably to achieve that next level. You don't. But it's nice to know sometimes when you look back there, you go, oh my God, I have 1,800 points. I need 2 more customers to get to 2,000 to reach the next level. So it's a good guide to let you know sometimes where you are and what and that maybe it's that little extra effort um, because you're so close to the next rank. And that's where Dave, my partner, will spend more time as we go on teaching the compensation plan and the cash rewards program part as if it's a product unto itself. Just the way you've learned to maximize the platform, you learn to maximize the cash rewards opportunity as well. So my point is, if no one wants to ever go to that page and never look at a thing, fantastic. We're gonna pay you in spite of you, right? But if you're somebody who goes, wait a second, this started out as an oh by the way, but now that mailbox money has started to accumulate, and I think I want to pay more attention to it. Just so you know, we'll have that same focus on those kind of trainings about how to maximize your opportunity. Mhm.
Yeah.
But some people don't. Like if I'm working Herbalife or New Skin, I may not be interested in the money that I'm going to be earning, but we're still going to send it to you anyway, whether you're interested or not in our opportunity, right?
That's good. So I know we might do a separate meeting, you and I, about the Facebook and YouTube Live. So I don't want to
Yeah.
go again because it's a little complicated, but I want to make sure I understand the function of how it works. So what I'm getting lately, tell me if I'm wrong, my sense is I can tell Facebook I want to do a live event, and I can tell YouTube I want to do a live event, and then I schedule it inside of Facebook and YouTube. And now, if I weren't using Pxch, I would come up live for them to just interact. You would just see me live, and then I can add my Pxch link for the same exact moment, and then they can choose to go to what you're calling the VIP room.
Right. And in some ways, like you see here, you can see my screen where I'm showing you a restream.
Yeah.
See where it says sign up for free? So they have a free program, and I think it allows you to broadcast to 2 channels for free, as opposed to paid. The paid programs is really extensive, where you can broadcast to so many channels. I don't even know how many you can. And when you sign up here, it's going to give you your own streaming feeds for Facebook, for YouTube, and all that. And the thing is, instead of managing that broadcasting Facebook Live on our platform, you're just going to put the codes from here that you get, and you'll put it into our system. Know what I mean?
Are you saying that Restream or whatever it was just called, you were just showing us, what was that called?
Restream. I'll show it again to you.
Restream.
Yeah. I'm just saying they have a great platform to do it in, and that's why I recommend it. So it's restream.io.
So they're giving us, they're like a broadcast network of all these different live feeds. And
Correct.
you're on your PC broadcasting live to all these people
Correct.
simultaneously.
So I'm telling you, if you're under 30, you're using a platform like this to broadcast to Facebook Live and TikTok and Instagram simultaneously, right?
Wow.
This is the kind of platform they use. And this is one of the most popular ones. StreamYard is another. I'm saying I personally use this one. And so that's why I'm not afraid to to advocate for it because I think it's very good at what they do. They have a very simple user experience. So you can sign up for free. You could get your credentials from here. And then from here, you're going to tell Restream that you want to broadcast to Facebook and Instagram, or if you paid for it from more platforms, you would log in here and you tell it. But when you're ready to schedule the meeting and set the meeting up, you come here. Let me just share my screen. All right. Want to go to my tab. Okay. So now you're in our back office. So how do you connect that website, Restream, and the credentials to us, right? Make it all work together seamlessly. Okay. Where you don't have to go in and set it up every single time. So if you notice here in my account, I go to my profile. And in my profile, where I have all my personal, administrative information, is my referral link, my instant link, my account. Notice in this lower right-hand corner, it says my streaming links. It says Facebook Live and YouTube. So even though it says Facebook Live and YouTube, you can actually use it for any platform you want, including Restream. So if you want Restream to be the middleman, you hit edit, and then from Restream, you're going to get a streaming URL and you're going to get a stream key. And you copy and paste those in here. And then that means you can use Restream if you choose to every single time. It'll be set up permanently. You never have to go back in here. So maybe here where it says Facebook Live, I have Restream. If I just want to do without it, this could be Facebook or YouTube, and I could put in the direct streaming keys that those services give me. But I'm saying it's easier. I see no reason why not to just put your stream URL in here, put your stream key in here, save it, make it permanent. And now, let's say I'm scheduling that meeting, just the way I did with co-host links. So I hit schedule. I hit stream test, right? And notice down here at the bottom, I hit broadcast this meeting to Facebook Live or YouTube. So now the system knows during this meeting, I'm going to want to have that button appear that's going to allow me when I start my meeting to also start streaming live. I hit broadcast this meeting, and now it's going to be in the schedule. It doesn't matter if I do a standard meeting or interactive meeting, makes no difference. I'm saying when I set this up, now this is what I meant. I don't have to set this up because I already did it. So even though it says Facebook Live, this will be the Restream key because I put it here. And we'll change it to make it clearer. I click that, and now that meeting is set up to be broadcast live. So that's kind of the process. And once you do it once, you'll see how easy it is. So you can have every single meeting you do broadcast live to Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, whatever Restream you paid for, that allows you to do it.
So I'm right now seeing you doing a meeting and I'm seeing all of us participating in Windows. Would the person on Facebook see that as well?
Yes, the person on Facebook will see this.
They'll see everything I'm seeing right now, including the screen.
Correct.
Including
That's right. Well, the screen won't be interactive because I can't make Facebook. Right. So that's why frequently what I'll do is I would put a link on my Facebook page, broadcast, would you like to join my VIP room, which is joining this room? Call it a VIP room. It sounds, something more important. If you say join my webinar, then they go, I don't know why would I want to join a webinar? What's the point? That's why I say join my VIP room, meet the creator, meet me personally. And the advantage is now I can be interactive with them. Why it's broadcasting live simultaneously? But now I can see them. Now I can tell them they can purchase a t-shirt, a cap, my water bottle, whatever that person is selling, which is very difficult to do when you're broadcasting live across all those other platforms. So I don't have to worry about, I can literally be on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and my webinar all at the same time. Again, that's a sophisticated use case, right? That's not for the average person. That's something that if you don't live in that world, I wouldn't waste my time learning how to do, right? It's not, right? That's a very unique world, right? So first work your strengths. Don't worry about working the things you don't know. Master your strengths,
Right.
and then over a long period of time, But to me, for someone like yourself, Peter, it's not that you need to become a social media broadcaster. The point is when you meet a social media broadcaster, let them know there's an opportunity that they have with our platform. You want to be well versed enough to be able to share that, than necessarily be the person that's doing it.
I see.
So that's where I've learned. I'm saying don't become the master, but be aware enough where you
Yeah.
can do that. Hey, Suzanne, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm having a problem. I'm uploading my talking pictures to Facebook, but I can't get it to launch the website afterwards. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I have to put a link in there. If I put it up on Facebook, and I thought I did everything right, so after a certain
Well,
number,
remember, it's not going to be interactive on Facebook.
but it doesn't even bring up the website. It's not supposed to do that either.
I'm not sure about the experience. They should be able to see it, but it won't be interactive. But I think it would be a weird experience because there's just not enough real estate in that Facebook page to do it. But I haven't done it in a long time, so I would need to experience it.
So what I'm
This
doing
person,
can't
I
be
haven't
done.
done it.
I've got these
Yeah.
talking avatars or talking pictures, but I can't seem to link them to anything. I can put the link in the Facebook, but I can't. I thought it would bring up the site. So you're just talking
think
about
it's-
bringing up the site if you're emailing it to somebody, right?
Or texting. I
Yeah.
think it's a very, very effective texting platform.
Well, but I'm
Because
trying to broadcast it, so that's my problem.
Steve,
Yeah.
Let me interrupt
But,
for a sec.
Oh, please go ahead, Teddy.
Yeah, I think, Suzanne, what you need to do is you need to download your avatar video and download it as a video. Then when you go to post it to Facebook, you attach that video.
No, I've done that. I've done that, and they're
I
really,
just did it just now and it worked fine.
yeah.
you
But
remember you
then can it launch? I can do that part, but it doesn't launch the website. It doesn't. I'm saying, oh, we're going to do something or another, or come look at my landing page so we can, talk about some classes, but I can't get to that point. But
Got
maybe
it.
I'm trying to do something that doesn't work.
Yeah, that's where I'm saying I think, again, based on the real estate, and I'm not an expert in social media posting to Facebook with that yet, but I'm saying I would play the talking video with the link and tell them to click on the link. I think that would be a better experience for
Yeah,
that
well, that's what
perspective.
I'm doing, but I
You
thought
know?
I was doing something wrong.
But now,
No.
what if you make a avatar with a website that the kind that you could email or text someone, which is what I've been doing. Now you make another little tiny short video to introduce that link to people on Facebook. So you say, hey, you want to check out my XYZ, click here. Now they click there and they go to a new URL, which is your talking avatar with clickable website. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And
another
I
way.
think
Yeah.
I think that's a very smart approach. This is what I meant about having a new technology and learning all the new ways to experience it. It's funny because in Facebook, right, you could use our platform, and I don't want to really kind of teach it yet, but you know how you can actually click on it when someone comes to your Facebook page to click on your website on Facebook. And so there is a way to do it, and I've done it a couple of times, where you can create an interactive website on Facebook with our software. I'm saying I don't have an easy way to do it yet. It's still clunky, but because you can preload our website, our link of a live broadcast, that it actually, when I tested it, it actually was interactive, on Facebook. It's something that I've played with a few times, and I just want to figure out an easier way to do it. But I literally I preloaded mypitch.com into Facebook. There was 2 websites that you were allowed to have a guest come on and click on. And then I broadcasted it, and it was interactive. So I think there's an exciting future of a way to do that. Imagine being able to invite an unlimited number of people to your Facebook page. They can click on it, and it actually would be interactive. So technically, I know there's a way to do it. I just don't know if there's a way to do it at scale. and make it easy yet. But maybe I'll even do that maybe tomorrow, to just if I can, it's possible, just to show you, because I love that I discovered it, but I had trouble. I would have trouble teaching it for someone to go do it yet and make it easy. But
Yeah, because I
we'll get there.
I don't have a mailing list or a group list or anything like that. I'm just trying to promote, events and things that I'll be at. So it's a
Well,
different-
that's what I meant. Sometimes the less is more. That's what I'm saying. You can certainly, as Teddy said, put a talking avatar in with a link, right? Start there. Make it easy to create that experience. As soon as they click on that link, it's like Peter's saying, will have the experience. If that link is the right link, you're getting that experience where they're going to go, oh my God, this is cool. Because most likely people are watching Facebook, let's say, on their phone. So when they click on that link, if you anticipate that this was a Facebook post and think of it as a sequential scenario, not a repeat scenario. So they're watching this video that's inviting them to do that. They click on the link, and now it's a continuation of the story. Right now, this is good. Then it becomes good marketing.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. So I
And
have to
so-
rethink it. Yeah.
So that's where I'm saying I think Peter's spot on. That think of it as two talking avatars. One to get them to click to that other link, and then that would be a very powerful phone experience, right? To be able to do that.
It's
So that'd be
so,
great.
it's so innovative that I don't really know what to call it. When I was starting to talk to people about it, I was saying like an alternative to Zoom that does A, B, and C, but now I'm seeing it as, for a little bit, I was calling it to myself like a new broadcast medium. And now,
Correct. And I've been struggling to figure out the best way to do it. So sometimes I found myself saying, even though it's not an expression, but I say to him, we are a point of contact interaction, whether it be text, whether it be email, whether it be live webinar, whether it be recorded webinar, whether it be social media. We are the first interactive point of contact, no matter what medium that you may choose. Now, I think there's better ways to say it, but I'm getting there. That's what I'm somebody who I discover my own language over a period of time and what resonates with people.
I'm going to
But
put everybody to work on it and see what she comes up with.
Right. And that's where I'm saying, like, I had all these demos today, and it was interesting how in my own presentations today, was moving from we're a webinar platform to we're this point of contact platform, to getting that to resonate with them and open up the way that they were looking at us. And so because I was insistent, right? So it went from you're the Zoom killer to you're the Vidyard killer to you're the Loom killer to you're the Twilio partner, right? I'm saying trying not to confuse them, right, with all this message. And that's why I was saying to you, I always say is, how do you engage with people? What's your favorite medium right now? And like Suzanne said, right, I'm a Facebook person. I'm not a texting person, right? And so I want to make what you do better before I can try to even suggest that you do something else, right? And that's where I think for Suzanne, for you, it's like you should post to Facebook. You should do a talking avatar. And Peter's right. You should do a talking avatar, a second one that's interactive. And I think you get the best
Well,
of both
so
worlds.
check my website, Suzanne Fight Author, and look at because I literally, I think it's pretty damn cool. I've actually have the talking avatar, trying to get a virtual assistant.
Put it in the chat if you don't mind.
Okay. How do I do that? Oh, just do.
Paste. Yeah. If it's open up in a browser, then copy and paste the browser, put it in the chat.
So you want me to go to? You could probably do it much faster than I could.
Oh, okay. It's just, I always just know when I type, I always type the wrong thing. That's why I always go put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Not that I'm being lazy. It's always a
If you did
mistake.
Suzanne Fight Author.